A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, Romania's constitutional court has unanimously ordered a recount of all ballots cast in the first round of the presidential election held on November 24th. This unprecedented decision comes in the wake of shocking results that saw far-right populist Călin Georgescu surge to victory, defeating incumbent Prime Minister Marcel Ciolacu and raising alarms about the integrity of the electoral process. The Central Election Bureau is set to convene on Thursday afternoon to discuss the logistics of the recount, which involves verifying over 9.4 million votes. Georgescu, who ran as an independent candidate, garnered approximately 24% of the votes, despite pre-election surveys suggesting he would secure less than 10%. His unexpected success has sparked nightly protests across the country, with citizens expressing concerns over his controversial remarks, praising historical fascist leaders, and his perceived alignment with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The court's decision to recount was prompted by a complaint from Cristian Tăriș, a former presidential candidate who received only 1% of the vote. Tăriș alleged that the USR party had violated electoral laws by encouraging early voting among the diaspora, which he claimed undermined the integrity of the election. Following the court's ruling, Tăriș's press office stated that the recount was necessary due to indications of fraud, including allegations that valid votes for Ludovic Orban, who had withdrawn from the race, were misallocated to Elena Lasconi, the reformist candidate slated to face Georgescu in the upcoming runoff on December 8th. This election marks a significant shift in Romania's political landscape, as it is the first time in 35 years that the Social Democratic Party, PSD, historically one of the most powerful parties in the country, has not fielded a candidate in the second round of a presidential election. Prime Minister Ciolacu resigned from his position as PSD leader after narrowly losing to Lasconi by just 2,740 votes. Lasconi, a former journalist and leader of the center-right Save Romania Union Party, condemned the court's decision, asserting that extremism should be combated through democratic processes rather than backdoor maneuvers. She emphasized the need for a fair and transparent recount, stating, "The law must be the same for all, not interpreted differently for some." The political climate in Romania has been further complicated by claims of foreign interference in the election process. The Supreme Defense Council, the nation's top security body, has warned that Romania is a key target for hostile actions from Russia, citing evidence of cyber attacks aimed at influencing the election. The council's statement noted that Georgescu had received significant exposure on the TikTok platform, which allegedly failed to label him as a political candidate, thereby providing him with an unfair advantage. TikTok has denied these claims, asserting that all candidates were treated equally and that any problematic content was promptly removed at the request of Romanian authorities. As the recount unfolds, the Central Election Bureau faces the daunting task of managing the verification of nearly 10 million votes, a process that could take several days. The court has set a deadline of November 29th to validate the first round's results to ensure the runoff can proceed as planned. However, the head of the election authority has expressed concerns over the feasibility of meeting this timeline. The outcome of this recount could have significant implications for Romania's political future, particularly as the country prepares for a parliamentary election scheduled for Sunday. The political landscape is tense, with Georgescu's rhetoric and affiliations raising concerns about the potential shift in Romania's pro-Western stance and its relationship with NATO and Ukraine. As protests continue and tensions rise, the eyes of the nation remain fixed on the unfolding electoral drama, with many citizens demanding accountability and transparency in a process that is crucial to the country's democratic integrity. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.